tell you now just who they are. Listen to their stories and how they tell when they joined and how they're doing so well. Telling us what it's all about today and how they are loving that own passive way. On passive, here today on passive, there's no better way. Listen to the Julie and the Milo show, so then you can be the very first to know. On passive, it's a here today. Julie and Milo show is coming your way on passive.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Julie and Milo show. Today is April 15th, 2021. My name is Julie. I am coming to you from Orange County, California. My dear friend Milo. Milo, could you please say hello?
Hey, how you guys doing? It's Milo from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you, Milo. Milo, what a wonderful week we have at the Julie and Milo show. We got to interview women from Australia. We got to interview women from the UK. And then now here we do have a guest coming from another country also. You and I are so blessed, Milo, because we get to sit here every single day interviewing, learning about every founders across the world. And for that reason, it is because the blessing of ONPASSIVE. Mr. Ash Mulford has given ONPASSIVE to the world. And it is take every single founders in ONPASSIVE to share that message with the world. We're so blessed to be here. We're so blessed to have this leadership council here with us. Milo, could you please help me to introduce our guest?
Absolutely. Julie, this guy's no stranger to ONPASSIVE because he is on the leadership council. He's from Spain, and I'd like to bring him onto the stage right now. Alberto Sanchez. Come on out, Alberto. Welcome to the show, Alberto.
Hello, Alberto. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with us. Please unmute yourself, Alberto.
Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Thank you for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be with you. You are doing really a great job for ONPASSIVE and for all the co-founders.
Well, thank you, Alberto. Hey, listen, Alberto, we love our job. I mean, we come here, we just get to meet all the founders, and we have a wonderful time. And but we like to get to know the founders a little bit better, and so that's what we're going to do today. So what we would like to do is we'd like to ask you, okay, where did it all start for Alberto? Where was Alberto born? How about your parents? How about your siblings? And how about your family now? Take about 3 minutes on that.
I was born in Germany. That is, maybe you can listen my slightly the German accent. And I lived in Germany 20 years, and then I decided to move to Spain because my parents are Spaniard. And since 1985, I'm living in Spain, and it was a lovely experience right at the beginning, and that was the reason why I kept in Spain. My parents, half a year later, they moved also to Spain, so all the family practically we are in Spain. We live in Alicante. This is the southeast coast, and by the years I met an Italian girl in England when I was improving my English on the last course. It was a 30 hours course, a weekly course during a month. And since then we are together, and 2 years later we got married, and it's now 29 years. This summer we will be married. We have one daughter, it's Nicole, she's 26. And my sister, she lives also here in Alicante. And don't know, just ask me any question anymore.
Absolutely. So Alberto, I see that you have a polyglot in your bio. Tell us what it is and what is it basically?
Basically, that means that there's a person who knows different languages or several languages. In my case, as I grew up practically with German and Spanish, but also with English. And initially, I didn't pay really attention about the languages. But when I moved to Spain, as I said, afterwards, I was so lucky that I got a job in the shoe trade. And since then, I realized that I have something special, a good ear for the languages. And so I started to, as I said, to improve my English. It was already good, but I wanted to be better with it. And also then by the time independent that I have, I married an Italian woman that through the job, when I was working for a factory, at the same time they started to work with an Italian agent. And the boss, he couldn't speak Italian, and the Italian agent always preferred to speak with me. And I told him, I'm not the boss, you have to speak with the boss. Yes, but you try to understand me, and your boss not. And so I started to improve step by step through my job Italian. And since then I know Italian, I understand better French. So slightly I can speak a little bit French. We say, if I'm in French, in France, I will not starving.
That's good. So you into foot healthcare, and then you also are a freelance shoe trade. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, after I was working for the shoe trade company, a factory in this case, after five, 6 years later, I started to work on my own as a freelance. And so I was working for factories, but at the same time also for clients who came to Spain and bought in Spain shoes. And I was looking for them and did everything for them here in Spain. So I worked on commission based. And 10 years, it's now 10 years, 2009, 2010, I decided also beside to offer in Spain on the home market products for the health food care. And it's okay with both things. I can still keep on because now it's a bit tough or quite tough concerning the pandemic because I cannot go to any fairs where normally I offer the products. And so I have to stay at home, even I have a website. But I still keep going on, and with ONPASSIVE, it was a new possibility to grow in maybe in the future also in the company. I say I was a bit lucky that I'm in a leadership council, and it's a lot of work to do, but I think it's the same like what you're doing with your show. I enjoy it, and if you enjoy something, you do it because you do it without effort, without any force. You do it because you like it, and that is what I always done. Also in the shoe trade, now with the food care, and the people, the clients, when they see me, sometimes they say, I buy because I see that you have something, and I say, I like the job I'm doing, I enjoy it, and they say exactly that you transmit that, and that's very important, I think.
Absolutely. I think it is wonderful that you love what you're doing. So tell me a little about your hobbies. Looks like you were into sports. Now, did you play soccer or did you?
Yes, I play soccer. Nowadays I play just for fun with friends, but I started soccer, I was 8 or 9. And since then I was, that was the how you say, the opinion of the people who saw me playing. It's not my opinion. They said it was quite good playing. So my point of view initially was to become a professional, but unfortunately with 2021, just before I moved to Spain, I was something wrong with the knee. And then I stopped, I think 2-3 years. I tried afterwards to come back, but I not, you have the coach. If you don't find the right coach, you have no choice. And since then I played for hobby. Yes, I played for, here in Alicante until I was, I think, 43 years old. Yes, 43. It was quite long. And then since then I play football with friends, but not just football. Also walking or climbing. Any kind of sport I like in general, but mainly, of course, it's football. It's a part of my life, I have to say.
When you
Wow.
Soccer in this case.
when you say football, to us, football is passing the ball.
I
but
know. Sorry, that is why I said soccer.
Soccer. Okay.
Okay,
Perfect. So you play soccer or whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys
Wonderful.
over there also, don't they? Do you have rugby there?
Yes, we have any kind of sport in Spain, but the rugby is not as in your country or in England. It is now step by step coming, but not in that high level as in New Zealand, South Africa, or England.
Okay.
But they are coming step by step. We have any type of sport you can find in Spain without any doubt. Yeah.
Got you.
Wonderful, Alberto. Let's move on to ONPASSIVE. It is a reason for us to be here to talk to the founder. So I'd like to find out from you, Alberto, how did you hear about ONPASSIVE? When did you join? And what made you take the action to join ONPASSIVE?
Yeah, it comes through the languages. Again, as usually in the last 30 years, I'm happy that I can use my languages, and in future, obviously, too. A friend of mine, through some Austrian guy who lives here near in where I live, they knew each other through the job, and it was in May. Normally, I'm in touch or keep in touch with this guy, but normally we don't see us because of the pandemic. But he insisted that we have to see us. He said, I have to say you something. I say, okay, but where? At your home place, at my home place? No, tomorrow or after tomorrow, I have to go to Alicante where you live. If you don't mind, I come to your place and we can have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. Say, okay. And my wife said, do you know why he wants to come? I said, surely he wants something from me, surely. Because if not, he would have said it through the phone call. Okay, anyways, he came to my place and then he started to speak about ONPASSIVE, that his friend has mentioned it to him. But my friend, he speaks only Spanish. He can't speak English or German. So he said, I will give you my codes, my dates, and then you can join the webinar. If you don't mind, please do me this favor. And so I joined. I saw the first time a German webinar. I think I assist twice. And after the second twice, I said to my friend, what I have to do? Because I want to join. Even I still don't understand 100%, but the philosophy was for me something none seen before. It's a gift to be with ONPASSIVE. Even we have to pay a bit because it's nothing what we will get in future. And so I joined ONPASSIVE, and through this Austrian guy, he speaks quite well Spanish, and the German guy, we started to make webinars in German, in Spanish, and in English. And these three webinars are the same. It's the same slides, the same version, because finally, everybody, when we speak about ONPASSIVE, the basic is the same everywhere. You can see in I don't know, in Spanish, in English, in Italian, in German, slightly, but it's always the same. And what has really, the main reason really I joined ONPASSIVE was when I said, oh, I was looking to invest 3, 4, 5, 6,000 euros. And my friend said, you don't need that. With $97, it's enough. It was the first time a company or someone from a company told me, you don't need to invest. We don't invest in this case. It was in the past. It's I put something in a company which I'm a co-founder. I become a co-founder. With $97, you don't need to put more in this company. I said, I can't believe that. And that is trusting in a company, transparent, as Ashmo Fares say. He's transparent, and I can still wait a few months more. I don't mind, because as I said before, it's many, many years that I was looking for something, many, many years to keep in the future. I want to be safe when I get retired. and ONPASSIVE came on the right moment. It's on the right place, and I'm happy that I'm part of it, and I'm happy that I can help other people. Through that, I'm in a leadership council. I get answers from people from India, from South Africa, from South America, from any places, and they get response. I respond them. I answer their questions because it is part of my job, because I said yes, I will do it because I feel like and I love it.
Absolutely. And the best part of it is that you get to witness the product being worked on, and you get to be side by side with the CEO to build the company. And I believe all the Go founders are the pioneers of ONPASSIVE. And thank you, Alberto, for your passionate and your leadership being here within ONPASSIVE family. Milo, back to you.
Yeah, Alberto, that was awesome. You know what you said and stuff, and we talk to founders all the time, and we hear when you first start out in ONPASSIVE, things are, you know, you're looking at a residual income, you're looking at for what it's going to do for you, that maybe that second or third income or whatever, and you get all that, you get time freedom, you get all of that comes to you, and you actually see that it's a done deal, that it is happening. But then all of a sudden things start going off in your mind, and you see what Ash Mafaro, he's got a smile as big as Texas. Me and Julie was talking about a smile as big as Texas and a heart that's even bigger than that. And he wants to take people with him to the mountaintop, you know? And so we like to say that ONPASSIVE is changing the world one person at a time, and it started with Ash Mafaro. So this is a 2-point question. Number one, we like to say apples, you know, that the apples that you're going to get. Okay, so with those apples that you're going to get, which is already a done deal, you know, if you're in it, you're going to win. So with those apples, how is that going to affect Alberto and Alberto's immediate family? What are your dreams? What I see behind you, your boat, that's maybe your dream. And I love that boat.
No,
And
honestly, not the boat or the plane you see. Sometimes I change the pictures. It is just to show that I'm sure that many people, they like to travel. They like a boat. Who knows? As I said, tomorrow maybe I may buy one. I don't know. But my dream, as I mentioned before, first is to assure me that when I get retired, that I have the income, the necessary income to have a pleasant life. Because, you know, we are working all our life, people 30, 40, 50 years, I don't know, it depends on how necessary it is. But when I reach a certain age, if I can get retired before, obviously I will do that. But initially is that, but a part of that, I always said, if I have the possibility to help other people, which I already do, but maybe with money, then I will do it, because I always was asked, why do you want to help associations for cancer, for giving something for the kids. They are suffering, they are starving because they have not enough money, not enough medicals. In this case, we can do it through ONPASSIVE. We don't need an association. We can go and do it directly. And then we can see that that money, what we have for this project, goes to this project, and not suddenly a certain percent in the pocket of other people, because that happens sometimes. Not that is what I say, that is something I've been said. And we know that happens. Sometimes money goes away. And in this case, we can control it. And that's nice to do it.
absolutely, that's a beautiful thing. And I think of the product Obless, you know, where 100% of that money goes to where it go, you know. So just a remarkable thing, you know, and the cool thing is that if you get in, you win. That's all you got to do is get in. If people just realize, hey, let's get in, you win, you know, it's a beautiful thing. So back to you, Julie.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you, Alberto. It's really funny that there are 600,000, over 600,000 of us that are very passionate about ONPASSIVE. And we see the vision and we see the heart of Mr. Ashmo Farad. However, there are still some founders out there that haven't really plugged in, haven't really looked through, haven't really see the vision of Mr. Ashmo Farad. And there are also some folks that might be viewing this video that they're like, oh, I'm not sure whether or not I want to be in ONPASSIVE. What do you say? What is your word of wisdom to these folks, Alberto?
First of all, I have to say that there are many Go founders. They don't know really about ONPASSIVE because they've just been said, put some money in here and in the future you will get something back. And they are passive. But there are a few others, they know about ONPASSIVE, but don't really what's going on. They know they are Go founders, they know that ONPASSIVE existed, but they don't pay attention. They don't assist the webinars. They don't go to the back office, because it's very important to assist a webinar, or at least to go on YouTube and see certain videos. It's very important. And of course, the person who has invited the other person to become a Go founder, please tell them what's going on with ONPASSIVE, because otherwise they are getting impatient, not patient, because they think they will get money immediately straight ahead, and that's not the case. Nowhere place you get money in 5 minutes. Everything what you will get, it's step by step. It's on a middle long term. Then you can get money. But if you want to short term, that you have to go to the Wall Street, and you know you can put in 1 million and in 5 minutes you have lost it. And that is not ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is completely different. It's unique. And that is why I sleep the 6-7 hours a day or 8 hours without any problem, because I'm not thinking about, is ONPASSIVE right? Is ONPASSIVE not right? Did I write that I have become a Go founder or not? If you are already a Go founder, it's the best choice you ever done in your life, and you will see. If you're not a Go founder, I just can tell you or advise you, you can go in and you still have 30 days. 30 days where you can get all the information you need and all the help. In this case, from Milo, from Julie, or all the people on the Leadership Council, or the people who are doing webinars. You can get all the information really you need. And if you are in it, you definitely win.
I love that. I love that part about it. You know, and I have a little saying that I say a lot of times, especially on the daily morning inspiration. I say, founders, it's time to quit treating your multi-million-dollar business like a $97 expenditure.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're in it passively, even if you're in it and you're going to let the company do everything about it for you, don't you think with a multi-million-dollar business that you could spend a little bit of time and watch some of the videos on it so that you know what's going on? Not that you have to do anything, because it's all done for you if you want that. Okay, but don't you think you should watch the videos, you know? And so I like to say that, but anyway, we're getting close on time here, I believe. We're down to about 5 minutes or so. So Julie, back over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Milo. Alberto, thank you so much for being here with us, spending your precious time to be here and tell your story on Julie and Milo show. Any last words at all, Alberto, to the viewers?
I have to say again, thank you. It's amazing what you are doing, and we are on the right time, on the right place, with the right people. And I'm really happy to be with you. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You know, if you really listening to Alberto's story, and if you listen to all the story in the Julie and Milo show, if it's actually pull your heart, get back with the person who shared this message with you, because your action that you take today will give you a better life, will give you a generational wealth, and you could proudly leave your legacy back when you're no longer into this world. So the best thing for you to do is get back with the person who shared this message with you. And please go to julieandmilo.com. I'm going to try to do this one more time. julieandmilo.com to see the stories of all the founders, not all the founders, but over 100 founders across the world. I listened to their story, their message. Also, go to the Facebook group that Milo is sharing with you, on Passive with a Heart. Connect with us there. You can share a lot of your heart story. Also, when you go to julieandmilo.com, there's a contact us. You can leave a message there for us. And if you like to be on the Julie and Milo show, please don't hesitate. Reach out to one of us or send us a message there, and we'll love to feature you. Thank you so much for watching the Julie and Milo show. As always, please stay well, stay healthy, and stay alive. Good night from Orange County, California.
Good night from Spain. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night from Nashville, Tennessee.
Listen to